This is a quick video on what are the best accounts for a commercial cleaning service. We are going to focus on office cleaning and janitorial for this video. And what the goal is, in most markets, there is tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of businesses for us to target. What we want to do with account-based marketing, we want to narrow that down to 500 to 1,000 businesses that we can keep on month after month, year after year for the long term. Now, over time, you may change your mind on who that is based on experiences, but the, the the goal is to focus on 1,000 people so we can influence them. Most cleaning services can't, we just can't practically market to tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of businesses. So we just want to filter it down. So then the next question is, well, how do I filter it down? And that's what we are going to go over today is what are the best commercial accounts? And these are just 5 quick questions. You can get as detailed as you want into this, but this is just like a starting point so you can start thinking about this. Some of the questions can be building size, small, medium, large. Services, what kind of services? If you're going to provide office cleaning, janitorial, over here, are you talking monthly jobs, weekly jobs, or 5 day a week, or 3 day a week? Because that can completely change who you're targeting them. Times and days. Do you want to operate 24/7 or just Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. second shift, let's say, and an occasional Saturday morning? Your equipment options. Do you have a truck mount? Do you have portable equipment? If you have floor machines, are they the basic floor machines or do you have propane type equipment? Employees, where are your current employees? Do you have 5, 10, 50, 500? All of this can, all these questions can completely change on who would be the best accounts for you today, right now. So after we scroll through those questions, then we can start to filter it down some more. If we want medium-sized buildings, what's medium to you? 2,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet, 50,000? This is all, this isn't something I can decide. This is something that you have to decide for yourself on what you would consider big and what you would consider a medium account. Then 5 days a week, what what would be worth it to you? What's your minimum? Let's start with there. And for some people, they'll go all the way down to an hour a day, where others will say, if it's a 5 day a week account, I won't do less than 3 hours. And that's kind of where I am. I really want 6 hours a day because that's 2 people, but that's just my personal opinion. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So let's just, for argument's sake, say 3 hours a day. Times in days of the week. If we are going to work Monday through Friday, second shift, maybe a day porter shift in the morning, then we can start to ask, well, who would this be? For that type of a time frame, you mainly be looking at private offices. And another way is to add accounts. The other way is to delete them. For instance, this time frame over here, right away you can delete retail. Retail's more of a 24/7 operation. Restaurants, you could delete restaurants because that's not going to fit within your goals. All night clinic type of places, I think these are popping up all over the country. Um, So that would be another one that you would not do because you only want to work till 10 p.m. or you just want staff till 10 p.m. and that's it. Equipment options. If you only have basic floor machines, then we would also delete retail and any offices we run across with volume VCT. If they had a 10,000 square foot office and it was all VCT, which sometimes you see with industrial type of places, um, especially up here in the Northeast. Some of these older industrial buildings have a lot of VCT, so maybe that account's not a good fit for you. You might want to take off the industrial ones. Some of this is going to be regional where you live. The point is that if you don't plan on propane equipment and you just have the basic floor machines, then you don't want to waste your time calling on these accounts with volume VCT. We want to take them right out. Employee size. If you currently have 5 employees, for argument's sake, then you would be thinking of offices in this range. You to to go and take on an account that requires 10, 15, 20 employees, that would be a big jump. And maybe you're ready for that big jump. Maybe you have the experience and the money. These are just questions. I'm not judging. These are just questions to ask ourselves that, well, if I currently have 5 employees, I want to be careful of going too big into the 100,000, 200,000 until I'm ready. So once we finish that, then we can prioritize and start asking ourselves questions based on, well, who fits into that and which are the best ones. So in this case, I started with churches, large churches. That would fit right into the answers to these questions right here. What accounts would fit into there right off the bat? Churches would fit right into there. The smaller ones probably are not daily accounts. That's why I said large. Uh, Medical, 10,000 to 20,000 square feet. That would be another one that would fit perfectly in there. Now, I put a high priority on these that you may not. You could juggle this around however you like. Maybe you don't like government buildings. That's up to you. This is just an example that these are some accounts we could that we could target that fit that goal. But now we want to prioritize them because if they're a high priority, we may contact these high priority ones, let's say 8 times a year between phone, mail, social media. We are going to target them 8 times a year. And then the medium priority ones, maybe we just cut it back to 4 times a year. And then the low priority ones, maybe just twice a year. Maybe you're just going to send out an email a couple times a year and that's it. You don't want to put a lot of effort into it. And that is the whole point of doing this is we're just filtering down. We're starting with, okay, what are some questions of, what do I want to do for the next couple of years? Then to ask what kind of building sizes, what kind of services, what kind of hours of the day do I want? How big am I currently? And from there, to filter that all down into coming up with 5, 10 different categories and then prioritize them. So that way we are going to put a lot of effort into these high ones so we can maximize our return. And that is the whole point of this video is we want to maximize our return.